Hi everyone, I wanted to talk about self-harm today because it's something I haven't really touched on my channel, and I guess it's because I have always considered that my self-harm wasn't as bad as others, and therefore I don't feel like it's my place to talk about it. But when I think about it, self-harm can be a number of things, and just because I myself personally have never actually cut myself with a blade doesn't mean that I haven't self-harmed in different ways. There are many ways of self-harming. It's basically anything that you're doing to yourself that is harming you physically or even mentally. My self-harming started when I was about 16, when a lot of my troubles started to surface and I was experiencing psychosis. There was a particular voice, Lisa, she would encourage me to self-harm. The ways I would self-harm would be punching myself in my stomach, pulling my hair, scratching my face, scratching my legs, biting myself. Was sort of as far as it ever went. I never actually took a blade and cut myself. However, I did at one point take a blade, and I hid it and had it in my possession for a little while without anybody knowing, but I didn't ever actually use it. Also, things like substance abuse is also self-harm. Just because you haven't actually cut yourself and bled doesn't mean that you haven't self-harmed, doesn't mean that it's not self-harm. I think also you can harm yourself by mentally torturing yourself with thoughts in your mind. So I think the whole topic of self-harm is quite big, and if you have ever harmed yourself in any of these ways, then you have self-harmed. It's nothing to be ashamed of, and I think it's just one of those things that makes you stronger in the long run. And if you are suffering in a bad way and you tend to hurt yourself a lot, then I would really recommend talking to somebody about it and getting some sort of help. I know a lot of people don't sort of reach out and they can feel quite embarrassed with that sort of thing, but it is something that's pretty serious, and if you are self-harming, then please get help, or at least tell somebody who is close to you, and hopefully you can get to a point in your life where things aren't so bad that you need to do these sorts of things. I know for me that the reason I would hurt myself was because I had a lot of self-hate, and I hated the way I looked. I hated the way I reacted to certain things. I hated the fact that I was out of control a lot of time, and I also hated the fact that I would hear things that would really frighten me. And I think sometimes abusing myself, beating myself up, was a way of releasing all that tension and frustration I had inside. I am constantly trying to practice self-love every single day, to bring out the best in myself, to focus on the things that I enjoy and focus on the things that I feel I am good at and things that I love to do, so that I'm not self-hating and I'm self-loving instead, because I think self-love has a huge part in your recovery. When you can love yourself and feel comfortable in your own skin, you don't worry so much about other people's opinions, and the world doesn't seem so bad. So I really urge you to practice self-love. Perhaps write a list of all the things that you think is good about yourself. Even if it's just one thing, that's still one thing that you actually think is good about yourself. And I know it's very difficult because I do struggle with this a lot, and as human beings we beat ourselves up a lot about things, and it's just the way we are, and it's the way we are brought up in society to compare ourselves to other people. But you really need to find out who you are as a person, and you're not the same as everybody else. There's only one you, so truly enjoy being you, because there are so many people that will love you and find you amazing even if you don't know. So yeah, just strive to be a happy person and to love yourself, because when you love yourself, things will improve, and I think you will make a faster recovery. The more things you point out that is good in your life and good about you, the easier things will get. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a little thumbs up, and yeah, go follow me on my Facebook page, which is Jessy Rose Bipolar Life. Go on there, say a little hello, and yeah, I will see you all in my next video. Thanks guys.